Okay, oddly enough, I remembered what I was going to talk about without even watching the video. So, it was regarding puppets and happiness. Here's the thing. When you puppet a city, the main reason to do that, aside from keeping social policy costs cheaper, the main reason to do it is so you don't take such a huge hit in happiness. But the problem with that is when you puppet a city, you're not able to choose what it produces. And not only that, but you're not able to choose how it grows or if it grows. So I can't go into my puppet cities and cap them like I was doing earlier with Rome and actually, yeah, no, I'll keep them capped. With Rome and Antium and so on. I'm not able to do that, so basically I make them less unhappy immediately, but they keep growing, and that growth makes them more unhappy, so I don't know at what point it's wise for me to decide, okay, I'm not going to keep it as a puppet any longer, I'm going to control it so that I can tell it to stop growing. Where did this happen? Okay, where did this trade route supposedly break? Boy, I can't figure this out. Okay, this road goes to this city, and this city has a road going to Calcutta. Then Calcutta's road goes to Lahore, and that road goes to that city and Delhi. Then Delhi's road goes to Bangalore and that city. And their road goes down here, and here, and then connects through there, and goes to Neapolis, and then through... Oh! Venice just expanded onto a tile I had a road on. And I guess that means that it's no longer in my property, so therefore it's not my trade route? That's my best guess. Yeah, so I'll just rectify that. Where do I have a worker? Okay, they're already busy. Where do I have another worker? Okay, they're busy doing something important, so you guys... Okay, here we go. Now I will take these guys and I'm gonna need a road here and here. So we'll see if that fixes the problem. Alright, so small tasks for me to do to keep busy until I finally win this game. Let's see, my next guy here is freed up, so you go ahead and go there, and that should take care of the problem. Also, I don't need a road here, it looks like. So I've got one here, and I've got one here, so yeah, that'll do just fine. Okay, one more road I can get rid of. And now what do I want to build here? Public school. It's going to take a while, but once again, technology is the only thing that matters to me anymore. And that's just until I discover globalization. And then the only thing that's going to matter to me is the production of one city and my gold, which I've already got the gold. So yeah, the gold is taken care of, the great engineer is taken care of. The only thing that's not taken care of is I need to discover some more city-states, which will happen by itself. I've got a caravel auto-exploring, so they'll do fine on that. I'll build another caravel once I get the chance, but really doesn't matter. Either way, by the time I actually get to globalization, I should have found all the guys I need. See, other than that, I just have to make sure that I keep a large enough standing army that nobody, like Suleiman, for example, decides to conquer me, or attempt to. And that's really it. I'm just going to be pressing next turn until that happens. So once again, we get the old Civ problem of when you're not warring, then you've pretty much got nothing really worthwhile to do. Also, yeah, just to make the game a little more fun to pass the time, I'm going to be optimizing these roads. It's not much, but it's something to do. And I'm not really complaining. I mean, I had great fun so far. Let's see. Let me choose, yep, public school once again. I mean, first I found myself in an alternate universe where Gandhi is a passive-aggressive jerk, and I killed him as... I mean, who hasn't wanted to murder Gandhi at some point in their lives?
Or have I dreamt?
I look forward to reading your comments. But anyway, I got to do that, and there's some aluminum for me to work, good. Just something to do. So one source there, and one source there. Fine. So I got to do that. I got to kill off Bismarcky. That was fun. It was fun as long as the war was going on. And that's something I couldn't have said about Civ 4. War was boring as all crap in Civ 4. But I've been over this already. The point is, there's not much left to do except, you know, next turn, next turn, next turn. But I'm finding a little bit to keep me busy at least. And one of the things that bothers me, though, is I really wanted to go for a space race victory just to say that I got it, you know? But once again, it's going to turn out that Diplo is the way to go, because I've got all this gold. See, here's the thing. This 12,000 gold, well, in order to get a city-state allied with you, you need to give them about 1,000. And then once you've done that, I mean, if you do it right before the vote for the UN, you're not going to have to give them any more, so that's all it's going to take. And I think it takes about 7 to 9 city-state allies to vote for you. Well, let's see, I've got 12,000. I only need 9,000. I've actually almost got 13,000, to be honest. So that's already 4,000 more than I'm even going to need. And I'm still earning almost 200 per turn. So basically there is absolutely no chance that gold is going to be an issue. There is no chance that anything's going to be an issue, really, because, I mean, what, am I going to get invaded? I have a few civs who don't like me, But I still have two who do like me, so they'll probably still be okay with me. I mean, yeah. These two are fine with me, this guy doesn't like me, and these two aren't big on me. But out of all of these, this guy's the only guy who's even near me. And although he's near me, he doesn't have an army near me. I could steamroll these two cities into dust in the blink of an eye. And hopefully he knows it. Now, you might be thinking, well, if you wanted the space race victory, there's nothing forcing you to go for the space race. There's no reason you have to do that. So if that's what you wanted so bad, then why don't you just do that and ignore the Diplo? And yes, I could. But here's the thing. First of all, I only wanted the space race victory just the one time to say I did it one time. I don't really care about winning in that manner in particular. It's just, you know, it's a game I'd like to beat it in every way possible. So after I've done that once, I'm going to have no desire to do it again. Because the space race victory is going to be exactly the same. The only difference is it'll require me to click next turn about an extra 200, 400 or so times. That's it. So there's no difference there. Second of all, oh crap. Second of all, the problem with the diplomatic victory, the reason it seems so unattractive is that, yeah, it feels like an exploit. And, you know, if you're going to say, why don't you just not do it? Well, here's the thing. The opponents still can do it. It's not exactly harder for them. I mean, well, it is a little bit harder for them, especially pre-patch. But now, in the post-patch world that we're in, the computer will actually aggressively pursue a victory if it's close to doing it. So, hold on, actually, let's bring up this Diplo screen. Okay, my opponents are broke as hell. But, I'm playing in Warlord. If I were playing on Emperor, they wouldn't be broke as hell. They would be doing perfectly fine. And so what would happen is, I would still have to kind of take advantage of this exploit, otherwise they would. They'd have the money, and they'd do it just like I can. So, also, there's that little issue of, well, it's not really much of a choice. It's kind of, you do it or you risk being exploited that way. So tons of problems with the whole disappointing broken victory condition. I honestly don't know what they can do to improve it. The Diplo victory in Civ 4 actually
and homeless, near
meant
1,000
something.
homes I stood.
I mean, more so than this. It didn't feel like cheating to do it, is what I'm trying to say. But, that doesn't mean it was perfect there either, but there weren't any victory conditions in that game where it felt like cheating. Or any victory conditions where it felt like that was the one way you had to do it, otherwise you're just not playing the game right. And I guess a lot of people would actually disagree with me. They would say that war feels like the only way to win. But, like I've been saying, I honestly don't know how I would take another 6 capitals before 2020. Maybe time doesn't go as fast as I think it does, but it feels like that's coming up in not too long. So, there we go. My trade routes are back now. Yep, so the problem is what I thought it was.